right. Welcome back to another episode of my movie review series, episode 509. Now, um, last week I said that I was coming back with, last week I said I was going to come back with two more reviews, and this is the first in the final week of it. But I did say that I was going to do a review on a movie that I've been wanting to cover for the longest time. And this is my early Christmas present. So yeah, man. Fast and Furious 6 in 2013. Yeah. All the major players of this franchise is in here, man. Yeah, Vin Diesel, late Paul Walker, Dwayne Johnson, Jordana Brewster, Michelle Rodriguez, Tyrese, Ludacris is in this movie again. And then we got Sung Kang, Gal Gadot, um, um, and then yeah, Gina Carano makes her way into this movie. Um, Joe Teslim makes his way into this movie. Joe Teslim from Warrior, and yeah, Luke Evans, the main bad guy in this movie. But yeah, I tell you, man, yeah, this movie, Fast and Furious Six, whatever you want to call it, this movie, yeah, this is the better one of all the sequels. One of the better ones of all the sequels. Yeah, one of the better ones of all the sequels. And yeah, I tell you, man, this movie, yeah. This movie, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. This movie delivered, kid. This movie delivered. And yeah, I tell you, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, you got Luke Evans' character, Owen Shaw show up and, yeah, he and his crew, they're going to, they're stealing components to make a big EMP weapon, a big electromagnetic pulse weapon called Nightshade. And yeah, it already made Hobbs, look like it. Already made Hobbs and his people look pretty stupid because they've been evading them all throughout. I think Hobbs said like what, 4 continents and four continents and 12 countries so far. They've been chasing these cats all around the world, 4 continents and 12 countries. And yeah, they've been making them look like a fool, pretty much. So yeah, Hobbs, he had no choice, man. He had no choice but to call Dominic Toretto. He had to call Toretto. He didn't call him. He approached him. He tracked him down, and yeah, he told him that he basically told him that he basically told him that he need his help. Not only his help, but he need the rest of his crew's help. Yeah, he needs the family's help. So and yeah, here's how you got him. Here's how you convinced him. Remember at the end of Fast Five when Ava Mendez's character from Too Fast Too Furious, yeah, when she showed Hobbs the file and had Letty's picture in it, and revealed that Letty is still alive. Yeah, you believe in ghosts, so yeah, So yeah, Hobbs, he took that picture and he showed Toretto that Letty was still alive, and yeah, Dom, he had to see for himself. He had to find out for himself. That's why he wanted to go alone. But nah, man. Hobbs, yeah, he let him know. Hobbs let him know. Yeah, you need his crew. You need his crew for this mission. And here's the thing. Here's another thing. if they complete the mission, you know, they're all fugitives. They can't go back home. That's why they're all around the world themselves. Living in luxury and everything like that, because yeah, they got paid all that huge money from that big ass heist from the last movie. So yeah, everybody's living their own little bit of success, but they cannot go back home to the States. But if they complete this mission, then Hobbs will make sure that they will all get full pardons. So yeah, so yeah, they took the mission all right. you know, yeah, Dom, yeah, he made the call. He got them all together. They all accepted to take this mission. If they're gonna get pardoned, so they can finally go home. So yeah, that's good. Let's do it, man. Yeah, what we gotta do, let's do it. So yeah, they took the mission, and yeah, they had to go and the best had to take on the best. And yeah, Owen Shaw's character, Luke Evans' character, Owen Shaw, he yeah, his crew, they were good. They were really damn good. And yeah, they had Letty backing them too. So yeah, you know, Letty was backing them, and yeah, and then yeah, Dom, he had Gina Carano's character, Riley. Yeah, she was backing them. So with you know with uh with Dom's crew and Hobbs, but they joined forces, and they're taking on Shaw's crew, you know, going all over the place, you know, going through London, England, and they going through Spain, and then yeah, this whole thing goes down at an airport runway on a big ass cargo plane, you know. Yeah. The fight scenes in this movie, I gotta tell you, the fight scenes in this movie with 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 Pierce, Roman Pierce and Han, when they had to chase down this one cat. I think this is Joe's character, Joe Teslam. Yeah, I think when they had to chase down Joe's character, and he whooped both of their asses. I mean, one for the lack of trying, but still, he whooped both of their asses in front of everybody that was standing there, in front of everybody that was standing there watching. Yeah, he whooped both of their asses. Okay, both those cats couldn't even handle one guy at the same time. And yeah, yeah, when he kicked Roman through the glass, and then yeah, drops an elbow on Han. Yeah, he gets up and he walks away. Yeah, Han gets up, Roman he gets back up. Yeah, Roman tells him, yeah, nobody needs to know about this. Nobody. Oh yeah, both of those cats got their asses whooped at the same time. And man, I tell you, in front of all those people, yeah, nobody from the crew need to know about this. Nobody. Oh man, yeah, that was embarrassing. All right. Yeah, two cats can't even handle one guy. I tell you. Not only that was a good fight scene, but the fight scene between Gina Carano and Michelle Rodriguez was a real good fight scene. The first fight that they had, yeah, Gina was chasing Michelle. She was chasing her down. Yeah, they went at it, tooth and nail. Carano tried to handcuff her. But yeah, they went at it. Yeah, they tumbled down the stairs, and yeah, at the subway station. They tumbled down the stairs, and when Michelle Michelle Rodriguez, Letty, when she saw that the train was about to leave, yeah, she got up, went over to the train, jumped right through the doors before it closed, and yeah, she made her getaway. But yeah, I tell you, yeah, that was a real good fight. And then yeah, we had to fight on that big ass cargo plane with Luke Evans and Vin Diesel going at it on that plane. You know, they were going at it, and then I guess it was like a little bit of a tag team situation because Hobbs shows up and he fights Luke Evans for a bit while Diesel fights this one big boy. I mean, this is one big ass dude. Yeah, a big mountain of muscle. Yeah, yeah. Those two had to fight first, and then yeah, they switched. Hobbs here, he fought the big boy, while Diesel fought Evans, and then yeah, he Diesel incapacitated Evans, and then yeah, they went after the big boy. Yeah, they did this real cool double team maneuver. I hit him high, you hit him low. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Dom held him up. Hobbs come in, cracks him with a huge shot, put the big boy down, put him out. So, yeah, that was a real good fight. And then yeah, we had a real good fight with Paul Walker and oh shit, was Tony Jaa? Was Tony Jaa was in this movie too? I think so. But yeah, there was a fight between was that this movie or was that in Fast Five? I think Tony Jaa was in Fast Five. But wait, yeah. But yeah, no, 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 no. Paul Walker, he had a nice little prison fight. He had to talk to Braga from the fourth movie. He had to talk to him, but he got into it with him and his boys. Yeah, he had to make a nice little infiltration back into a place where he wasn't supposed to be in. He had to show up at the prison. He needed to get information from Braga about this. There's a lot of tie-ins in this movie. Yeah, the fourth movie tie-in, and yeah, a little bit of the fifth movie. But mostly the fourth movie had more tie-ins in this movie. But yeah, there's a lot of great fight scenes throughout this movie too. So yeah, I tell you, man, this movie, yeah, it 100% delivered. Yeah, 100% delivered. Yeah, we are doing some crazy James Bond shit in this movie. Yeah, we are pretty much, yeah, country to country. Yeah, country hopping, city hopping. You know, yeah, fights in this movie, heist after heist in this movie. Yeah, this movie, yeah, 100% straight up 5 out of 5. I ain't even gonna wait till the end and say it. This movie, yeah, he straight up delivered 5 out of 5. You know, Fast and Furious 6. You know, one of the best in the series, and he had a hell of a theme song in this movie too. Wiz Khalifa doing his thing. If you want it, we own it. Yeah, this movie, yeah, they had to play this movie. They had to play this song in this movie at least 3 times. First time was in the opening credits, and then twice in the closing credits. You know, funny how they did that. Twice in the closing credits. When it started, when the closing credits started, and then he had another song in the middle of it, and then at the end they played "We Own It" one more time. I mean, yeah, yeah, they made sure that this was the official Fast and Furious theme, even though they never played it again in the other sequels. And another thing about this movie, man, this movie had way too many sequels. Okay, I mean, Furious 7, the next one after this, Furious 7, you know, that pretty much ended the franchise. You know, more ways than one, more reasons than one. It pretty much ended the franchise. I mean, we really did not need the eighth one, did not need the ninth one, damn sure did not need the 10th one. And whenever this next one's coming, we don't really need it either. I'm sorry. I mean, I love the Fast and Furious movies, but yeah, it just running a bit too long, and these sequels, they become more and more ridiculous. I mean, yeah, take them up in space. That's just way too much. But yeah, this movie stayed grounded. You know, 5 out of 5. You know, they got their pardons at the end. You know, you know, Dom, he recovered the last component, this computer chip, this big ass computer chip that's going to complete Nightshade. Yeah, he recovered that. And then yeah, we get the mid credit scene with Jason Statham showing up. Yeah, yeah, Dominic Toretto. You don't know me, but you will. So yeah, yeah, Han, he blows up. After the after that, which was a tie-in to the third one, Tokyo Drift. So yeah, the timeline in this movie, it's like, yeah, it's a little bit out of place, but yeah, it all comes together at the end of this movie, and then with Furious 7. That's why I said Furious 7 was the real ending of the franchise. So yeah, this movie is straight up 5 out of 5. The best in the one of the best in the series. That's my review, Jack, and I'm sticking to it. Now next week, I'm so used to saying next week. Now in a few more days, it's like it's October again. Now in a few more days, I'm coming back with one more review, and it's gonna be for the holidays, man. We're gonna go back on we're gonna go on the express to the North Pole. So you keep it locked right here for that. Check out my list right here. Subscribe to me right here. In the meantime, in between time, Jack, this show is off.